Unbeknownst to these people, I've added a little something to the seats. If I activate it right now, you'll know what I'm talking about. Yep, there we go.
They look so happy. They're smiling while they're burning. They're all just standing in the line like, oh yes, I cannot wait to get burned.
Hi YouTube, welcome back in hell. My name is Cypress and today we will be finally reacting to Let's Game It Out. A lot of people have been requesting this, so today we're gonna do it. We will be watching I Build a Theme Park of Perpetual. How do I pronounce it?
Perpetual.
Oh, Perpetual. I knew that. It wasn't even close. Today, we're going to watch I Build a Theme Park of Perpetual Agony in Planet Coaster 2.
Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. We're checking out Planet Coaster 2 today. Thank you, developers, for a key. I'm sorry in advance. And here we are. The beginnings of our new theme park are upon us. And look at this. People are already here.
Yeah, why are they here? There's nothing there. It's just an open field.
Why? There's no park here yet, idiot.
Maybe they want to be the first.
Disappointment to your kids early and often, then this is the way to do it. And back over to the buses I guess they came here on. And then right back into the cargo holds. And by that I mean it's obviously still a teleporter. They've just gussied it up so you think it's a bus. Well, it does look like I can move it. Oh, good. Excellent.
Oh,
wait,
you
am I reading this wrong?
Cool.
Can I just put this way high in the sky?
You can? No
Well,
way!
Yes, you can. Finally, the ultimate in transportation is here. So of course we're gonna raise them all up. Why wouldn't we?
Does that mean that if they get out, they're all going to fall to their death?
Oh yeah, I recognize that. That's the universal dance of you're doing a great job. Okay, so what I'm getting from that is people cannot reach these. That's okay, I'm sure we can make this better for them. Let's see, one of these buttons should do it.
Oh
right.
wait, are they not gonna come out? I really wanted new people to come out of the bus and fall.
For example, maybe we can just pull this up to us. Ah yes, that's the magic. And by that I mean it seems to be raising the terrain everywhere except where I want it to.
We're building a wall?
It's kind of unrelated, but I'm not gonna miss the chance to turn this into a weird little compound. It does appear though that once things are off the ground, it can extend into this space. I bet we can use this to our advantage. Hold on, buses, here we come. Okay. I mean, it's kind of connected. It's not what I would call safe. Don't worry, I'm sure we can figure this out. We just have to finesse everything a little bit and worry about all their crying. Yep, looking great.
Wow,
now.
this is beautiful. This is like the best. I can already tell how good this park is gonna be.
All we need to do is connect these together. Can't forget you in the back. Okay, now here's the thing. Nobody's gonna appear out of these things until there's an entrance right here. Because without that, the game doesn't...
Oh, it's when the entrance is there?
No, this is a valid entrance, and thus these hellish portals don't know where to drop people off. Easy enough, here's an entryway. Yes, there we go, the people are already arriving. I mean, there's still nothing here. Right now, it's like one of those scenic overlooks, where you go and take a look and you're like, wow, and then everybody turns around and leaves, not even on the same bus they arrived. Anyway, we actually have a secondary thing we need to worry about. See this little star thing down here? That is our park rating, which gets broken down into 4 categories. How good are your attractions? How good is your scenery? How unique are your attractions? And I'm hoping we don't need park reputation because that appears to be determined by how happy your guests are, and goodness knows I never take that into account. Anyway, we need that number nice and high. A higher park rating will increase the number of guests coming to your park, and we're gonna need more willing participants for the stuff we want to do. So instead, actually, I think we're gonna forget all about these people down here, and we'll focus more on this one up here, and we'll give them a nice way right into the park. And by that I mean a really nice big ramp. Too steep, you say? You know, you're right. What was I thinking? Why make a ramp when we could make them take some kind of transport to the ground? Wait, I'm thinking too big. Look at this thing that looks like it holds French fries. Looks slow and frustrating. Let's use it. Okay, and
it looks slow and frustrating. Oh wait, it really goes slow. Like. Oh. Oh! Yes!
Fine.
Yes! That's the way!
But I think this ride has fallen into something even more exciting, and that's sweet deals from this video's sponsor, Displate. If you've never heard of Displate, they're basically metal posters featuring art from all kinds of stuff. There's over 2 million designs available, ranging from the biggest, most recognizable licensed designs to creations by individual artists. There's bound to be something that speaks to you. Like for me, that's this gorgeous art.
Ooh,
oh,
that's
Jonathan Wick, you've never looked better. And you're textured. That's because Displates come in a few varieties. You can go with a matte or glossy finish that's beautiful and smooth to the touch. And then there's Textra, where there's beautiful texture you can feel. Now available in large size. On top of that, Displates can be installed insanely fast. You put the thing on the thing with the thing, and then the thing happens to
the thing on the thing and the thing.
You'll leave enough time to do all this twirly crap like this guy is doing. And if hurling a Displate on your wall isn't your thing, don't worry. You can always get convenient stands to hold your Displate upright for you. And then you can enjoy it anywhere. And as part of this Black Friday sale, for the first time ever, texture designs are being discounted. And you can save up to 44% off your order if you're ordering a bunch of disc plates at once. But these hot deals won't last forever. So if you're looking to pick up some disc plates for you or for friends, there's a linky in the description to get you started. And thanks again to Displate for sponsoring. Well, that seems like that'll be fine. I mean, it's not gonna just go off the edge like this. I actually just wanted to check its speed, and it appears aggravatingly slow, so it's a winner in my book. And now we just need to build it out, and let's see, maybe have it turn a bunch, and back down, making sure to do a little flyby. Okay, and now that it's made its way down here, let's add another station for dropping people off. Wait, why can't I build another station? Oh, whoops, I'm a dummy. I thought this thing was transport. It turns out this one is just a regular ride, which means it goes in a loop and that's it. Well, I'm not gonna delete this now. We need all the rides we can get, and I'm sure this is really gonna pique people's interest.
God.
At the very least, hopefully it boosts our score, and maybe someone will die.
Jesus.
At the very least, for showing these people down here all the fun they could be having, but aren't. First off, I have a feeling this is working. I mean, sorta. We're at 0.7 stars.
How is it getting any ratings?
And so much interest. We have this, which is the entrance to the ride, and also doubles as a queue for the long line I'm hoping it'll have. But don't you worry, I'm sure the wait is gonna be worth it. Now, don't crowd, 2 at a time.
Oh my god, so many people.
One ride goes at a time. You two must be so excited for your journey.
It is so freaking slow!
And slowly but surely swings by, where you get to see all these people that are still trapped, and then you get to head back up, where you get a nice view of all the people queuing up. This is what it feels like to have hundreds of people's eyeballs on you. Loathing you for existing as you take forever to get through this ride. Anyway, as mentioned, this isn't a transport ride, which means that it has to end at the same place that it starts, which means that after this couple has this amazing experience, which in real time takes about 8 minutes, eventually they arrive back at the beginning.
8 minutes? I actually expected that it would take longer.
Where they're forced down a different stairway. Oh, glorious day! More walking! And then as they keep wandering around, looking all tired, you wander past all these people.
What made people want to go to this park?
Desperate to get in, and unable to because of this tiny little piece of grass. But don't let that get you down, because whether you know it or not, this is the entrance to our theme park. The only way into the park.
This guy looks so tired.
Why do you want to talk to her? Aren't you with that other person? Oh, are you guys actually together and you had to ride separately? Oh, well, that's awkward. Well, whatever. There's only 2 people allowed at a time. Anyway, it's time for the real fun to begin. Time for some rides. Just to get our bearings, we're gonna start with a pre-made roller coaster. Like, how about the High G Racer? Looks like it'll easily fit as a first attraction. See, look, there it is.
Nice.
Amazing. I realize it feels a little bit basic. What with it being all normal and operational and stuff, and designed in such a way where people won't die when they ride it, which don't worry, we can give it a personal touch. And by that, I mean scenery.
Someone needs to die.
Because something I noticed now is if you click on the ride, there's this button here that says attach scenery, which I'm not really sure what this is gonna look like, but I guess it means we can take any of these building parts, grab something pretty that we like. Oh, look at that. We can just attach these right to the car. Oh, look how good that looks.
Wow.
And they even light up in the dark. And look, it even stays attached to the roller coaster. What a visual splendor. Well, that sure is swell. Surely we can't attach like any item, right? Like, can we just attach one of these trees? I mean, this thing is
probably
huge.
can. You probably. Oh, you can. What the heck?
Oh, I see. Well, it sure looks like that worked. But the real test is going to be if it'll move like this.
Is it gonna break something?
Oh. Now we're talking.
No, it
this
doesn't.
is the kind of roller coaster I can get behind.
Wait, but then if people are on the ground, do you smack them when you're like low to the ground and the tree is like going sideways?
Oh, it is, right? You just hop
like
on board your favorite roller coaster. Your entire view partially blocked by a random tree. Okay, this is too good. I mean, if we can add that one tree, surely we can add more, right?
More?
You know, like a lot more? Going every which direction I can imagine. Yeah, sort of like that. But the real test is going to be what happens when it starts up. Oh my god, there it goes.
Why does that work?
Terrifying looking. And my god, do I love it.
Wait, yeah, I want to say like this, it has something beautiful about it though.
Be you right now, stuck in here somewhere. I mean, if it weren't for the
this
party,
is my
you actually
dream
can't
ride.
see anything. But who needs to see, really?
Seeing is overrated.
Can I attach trees to the trees, and this will all still count as part of the ride? And if so, is there a limit to this? Well, you know what I can tell you. I don't know if there's a limit, but you sure can add a lot of trees to one thing. I believe
Holy
About 1,000 trees in there. But that doesn't really matter. What matters is how it looks when it gets going. Oh yeah, there it goes. Taking those turns like a champ. Well, this is just casting its huge shadow while it basically breakdances over the terrain. You can definitely understand now why people are rushing to get into the park. The anticipation for these two must be killing them. Don't worry, you two, you'll be there soon. Or maybe it'll reach out and attack you. You don't know. And soon this
I
will
hope
be
it attacks
you,
people.
enjoying the entirety of a national park, all shoved into one roller coaster. Oh, and don't look now. I can take this entire mass and duplicate it. Oh yeah, no, this is the magic. We can just keep adding and adding. And if we're feeling real spicy, we can highlight all that we've done so far and just duplicate the whole thing.
The whole park is just gonna be these trees and then one roller coaster.
Again, and so on and so forth. Oh yeah, the game really likes this. What do you mean it crashed? What was wrong with that? That's okay, don't let your dreams be dreams. Just try again even if the game tries to fight you. And don't let your frame rates tell you who you are.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
The good news is, it really is part of the roller coaster. Oh my god, it's alive. Well, now we know what it looks like when 86,950 trees are all attached to a roller coaster.
Oh my god, that's
Are
alive.
you guys sure you want to come in here? I mean, there is basically a giant tree god about to eat you. Never mind.
That's everyone's dream.
Okay, so be it. Let's split the difference. And instead, we'll just make something a little more tasteful and not frame rate destroying. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Run.
The old classic, letting you know to run. Sometimes it's just a really sick coaster. And sometimes it's just telling you not to walk, but run to all this fun. And if this isn't really to your liking, don't you worry. We have other rides we're gonna put right here. Like, let's see what a flat ride is. Oh, I get it. It's one of these ones. You know, where people go ahead and get on these swings, and then they go really high in the air. Don't worry though, we're gonna appropriately gussy it up. First of all, let's get these feel-good logos out of the way. And instead, let's replace it with this. I think this is supposed to indicate like a place where you can dry yourself. So let's add a couple of things to really sell this. Yeah, sure, that'll do.
I thought it was a place to wash yourself.
Plus I can make the frown, so here it is. Actually, wait, maybe not. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. It's really setting the scene. And now that that sign is squared away, we can't forget about this guy. Yeah, that's much better. A little detail goes a long way. In fact, why not make more of these things?
Oh my god, that is amazing!
You're welcome, weirdos. In fact, why stick with just the one? We can just create a whole bunch of them. And more than that, with the glorious scale option,
My favorite mascot.
you can scale them up and down. Yes, there we go. You know, for some reason, I thought it would look like a nice, happy family. But it really looks like this big guy invited all of these guys to get ready to eat all these people. Doesn't mean we're not gonna add more of them though. It feels like they would be the perfect greeters for outside these buses. Oh my god, why does that one have a lead pipe? Well, I guess you better enjoy our theme park.
Wait, yeah, why does it have that
Anyway,
one?
don't worry, this is the guest
they all have it.
experience now. When you enter the park, you get to walk past all of these guys holding lead pipes. Everyone putting on a smiley face because they're terrified otherwise. Anyway, I don't want to get too out of control here. We're actually gonna
They're smiling because they're uncomfortable.
keep this ride otherwise fairly basic. I mean, for now. I have a couple of tricks up our sleeve, but I want people to be riding first. Oh, and in case you're wondering, this is what the ride is supposed to look like. It rises up like this, and then the swings start to separate,
That's
and
pretty
then everybody
high.
spins around and around having a grand old time. Or whatever you want to call this barf-inducing experience. And that's it. Mission accomplished. And now it's time for the live test. Just hop aboard, pick any seat you want. Also, sandals like that on this ride, are you nuts? Now,
Yeah,
here's
that's not
the
a good
thing.
idea.
Unbeknownst to these people, I've added a little something to the seats. If I activate it right now, you'll know what I'm talking about. Yep, there we go. I may have added a little bit of fire to their seats. But hey, a good time is a good time.
How do you do that? Why can't you add that?
Full body smoldering ruin your date day? I think not. And then the ride brings you back.
They look so
down.
happy. They're smiling while they're burning.
Or what's left of you. And then as the ash slowly clears from your corpse, time to invite some new people in. Who knew so many people would want to go
They're all just standing in the line like, oh yes, I cannot wait to get burned.
to a theme park just to be on fire? Well, that's two glorious rides we have. Let's see how we're doing on Prestige. Ooh, 1.1
What?
and over 1,000 people.
No!
Okay, hang on. I wonder if we can make this number bigger by just plopping down a bunch of stuff I don't care about. Like here, let's just add one of these things. I mean, obviously it doesn't want me to put it on top of this ride. But what if I raise it up in the air like that? Oh, cool. And you know this structure is sound because of the one leg holding it up. Maybe the ride is helping. Nope, the ride is not. And if you time it just right, they kind of collide with each other. And then the ride is
Does
one
it
of them
break
flying
it?
things that goes around and around. The important part is that everyone seems like they're having a lot of fun. But the good news is we have ways we can make it even more exciting for them. Just wait right here while I deploy the extra fun Yes, that's much better. Where were we?
No.
Isn't it better to be riding with a bunch of lasers in your face? I don't know. From the outside, it sure looks fun, even if you'll never see again.
It does look really pretty from the outside.
Shoes at the park. I'm the idiot. Well, there we go. Another quality experience from our park.
This is the park where people go when they want to feel pain.
For riding, I look forward to ignoring all your lawsuits. And wow, we're up to 1.4.
Why doesn't it keep going up?
We need to do, which is just add more crap around this one. Okay, I added more stuff. A lot more stuff. I don't know what the rides do, and I don't think I even care. What I do care about is our 2.4 rating and even more people coming into the park. I'm sure you'll be real shocked to know, too, that it's a gigantic mess. Every single ride needs like a queue line, which are these red paths, and each ride has one, and all these other paths that aren't the red ones are the exit paths. It's probably quite the treat, though, to be riding one of these other rides. As you watch these people on
It's so chaotic.
fire just kind of move through you. Anyway, whatever. Just think of it as like slop on a streaming service. It's just there to make your service look good and get people in the door. And now it's time to head to the other end of the park and build our next actual ride. Water rides. Look at this. If we really wanted it, we could have a nice relaxing...
What's he gonna do? Is he gonna take away the ladders like in The Sims?
have a nice swim, and bask in the insanity that sits before them. At least over here, it's a much more relaxed change of pace. Although I think we're gonna go ahead and make this a little more interactive. With the help of a roller coaster. Mostly I'm curious about something. If the roller coaster goes off the edge and plunges down into that pool, will it disturb all these people just enjoying their time? Well, only one way to know for sure. Good luck! I didn't realize going for a swim makes you indestructible. Just in case that was a little too quick, here's basically what's happening. This thing flies down, hits the water, and ceases to exist. And no one cares at all. Okay, that was a good
just
first
keep
test.
going.
Time for another one. Basically, what I want to do this time is take this ride and see if I can aim it under the water. I think it's gonna go great. Okay, good luck. Let's see how this goes. Wow, they're really immune. It's like the magic bullet to prevent your death. I try to hit you with a coaster and what
I wanted to see them die.
Absolutely nothing. Okay, so be it. You really love being in the water? We can work with that. Down here, we got this thing called flumes, or as said in human terms, water slides. Now, I'm assuming what you're supposed to do is put it like right here, and then people are gonna be like, oh my goodness, water slides. This is gonna be so fun. What a nice, safe time. But the question I have is, will they still use it if we bring it like higher into the sky like this? Now, granted, this probably won't work right out of the gate. We have to test the ride first to make sure it's safe. Otherwise, we can't open it.
this is
Here's
safe.
what they're looking for in testing. Oh,
That is
yeah,
safe.
That would have been bad. Looks like our aim is a little off. All right, let's test it again and see how we do. Oh, it just made it. And now the real test is going to be if we can get actual people to get on
They're gonna
this,
go
in
for
spite
sure.
of having to take 22 flights of stairs to get there. Well, color me shocked. People are actually committing to this. I especially love that they have to scale up this bare metal floor in swim clothes with no shoes on. Well, whatever. It's not a me problem. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, they're actually going for it. Are you people insane? Does this seem like a good idea to you?
I told you
didn't
they're
even
going to
force
this
this
park
on
for
you. Do you have a
pain.
death wish? Look how close
They do,
to the edge
maybe.
these people are landing. Like, they land with such force that one second they're not there, and then all of a sudden they are. After they hit the pool at terminal velocity. Oh, no big deal. Just having some fun at the park. And that's a back injury.
Wow,
And that's a back injury. Okay, well, that's mildly disturbing that they're okay with this. But you know what I can do is add some terrain. And just like before, the game isn't gonna let me build terrain like right into the pool. Unless I build high enough. And then I can totally build this right on top of the pool. Too bad nobody told you about the changes while you're climbing up here.
Wait, are they
What's the
gonna-
worst that can
oh,
happen, right?
no.
It's not like you're about to fall to your death.
Oh!
Wait, people are still doing it despite knowing they're basically skydiving without a parachute? And then they're down here like, oh, help me, the ground is eating me, I can't swim. I like how this family is like, oh, no big deal. We're out here for a nice day at the park. Okay, well, now I need to know. Let's go ahead and test how insane these people really are. Let's go ahead and take this ride, and let's go ahead and raise it up by as high as we possibly can.
yeah.
Wow, that really is a long way down. It's far enough down that even this flight of stairs won't connect. From here, I need to add an additional queue line. Yeah, okay, there we go. Just more of this modern art you have to climb up. Now that you've made it up here, it's time to finally get involved. Have a good time, you absolute psychos. You know, in hindsight, I probably should have told you that I made some changes. I may have fooled you into going into a different pool. Just in case that went by a little bit fast, here's our pool. And occasionally I may see fit to remove
No, but I wanted to see them bounce on the
Take
floor.
your favorite ride, you launch off into this, and right when you're about to hit the ground, oh no, the pool disappears and you go somewhere else.
In a
what
different
an amazing
pool.
underground surprise. Thank God
Are they
all these
stuck
idiots
there?
are so easy to trick. By the way, this is the whole pool. If I go ahead and turn on a light source, you can see that there's actually nothing around.
I knew it.
It's
Okay, no,
just
this is
us
great.
in
No, this is great. This is better than bouncing. They're not stuck there forever.
with all of these people swimming. People still totally go to this pool, by the way. They're not perturbed by this pit of death next to it. And now, no horseplay next to the pit, or you might end up like one of these people. What do you suppose this guy's even doing? Yep, those
Nothing.
people.
Looking at people suffering.
Another job well done. Well, at this point, I don't know how many people are here. Sure feels like a lot, though. And I like what these two are doing. They're trying their best to get away from the masses. And I don't blame them. I mean, look at this.
Oh
you
my
want to be in
God.
this sea of flailing arms? I can tell you that when we go to the other side of the park, while there are some people, it feels awfully barren compared to what it used to be. I mean, look at this. People aren't even in line to get their retinas destroyed
What?
anymore. Which leads me to believe that I think most people are in there. And honestly, when I look around here, I'm glad I see some
Jesus.
happy faces. Because if there's one thing I
They're all
know, you're never
smiling.
getting out of there. Not after this pool gets filled with water. And don't worry, I don't think anyone's gonna be looking for these people. After all, there hasn't been a theme park here for 100 years. The only
What?
thing that's ever been here is this naturally occurring watering hole. I want to thank Display again for sponsoring this video. Link you in the description to check them out for yourself for these sweet Black Friday deals. So I hope you had fun. I know I did.
I
See you
did.
next time.
Hi, thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please don't forget to give a like to the video and subscribe to my channel. I also stream live on Twitch and on YouTube, so follow me on Twitch or just turn on the notification bell on YouTube to know when I go live. I hope to see you there. Bye!